Hey, 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 lovely people. Welcome back to English Open Talk. I'm Rose, and Jack is here with me. Jack, can I ask you something?
Of course. And now I'm curious. What's on your mind, Rose?
Why are some people just so easy to like? You meet them once, and you already feel comfortable around them.
That's true. They may not do anything special, but somehow people enjoy talking to them. I think there are a few reasons for that.
I think the first thing is how they make you feel. Some people enter a room, and you feel calm around them.
Yeah, they don't make everything about themselves. They look at you, they listen, and you feel like your words matter.
And that sounds simple, but a lot of people forget it. We often wait for our turn to speak.
Oh, I do that sometimes. Someone is talking, and in my head, I'm already planning my answer.
Same here. Then I catch myself and think, wait, Rose, listen first. The other person is still talking.
That little change helps a lot. People can feel when you are really listening and when you're just waiting.
I noticed this at a coffee shop near my apartment. The barista remembers small things about regular customers.
Like their coffee order?
Yes, but not only that. She asks, how did your job interview go? Or, is your daughter feeling better now?
See, that makes people feel important. She's not doing some big trick, she just remembers them.
Right. And I think naturally likable people often remember small details. A name, a story, or something you said last week.
It tells you, I heard you. That is a warm feeling. Most people want to feel seen, you know?
Yes. And they also use your name in a normal way, not every 10 seconds, because that can feel strange.
Imagine that. Rose, please sit down, Rose. Rose, how is your coffee, Rose? I would run away.
I would too. Using a name is nice when it feels natural, not when it sounds like a sales class.
That is an important point. Being likable is not about learning tricks and using them on people.
It is more about being interested in people. There's a big difference between trying to look kind and actually being kind.
And people often notice that difference. Maybe not in 1 minute, but after some time, they usually do.
Another thing is smiling. I don't mean smiling all day like a cartoon character.
Thank you for saying that, because my face would hurt by lunch.
Mine too. I mean a small, real smile when you meet someone or when they tell you something happy.
A warm face makes a conversation easier. If you look angry all the time, people may feel nervous.
Even when you're not angry, some people just have a serious resting face, and that can be misunderstood.
True, my uncle has that face. He's one of the sweetest people I know, but he looks like he's about to fire someone.
Poor uncle. But yes, your face sends a message before you even speak.
Your voice does too. A calm, friendly voice can make a simple, how are you, feel very different.
And the words should feel real. If you ask, how are you, but keep looking at your phone, it doesn't feel caring.
That phone thing is huge now. We sit with someone, but half of our attention is inside a screen.
I was at lunch with a friend last Saturday. She put her phone down and said, tell me what happened.
I like that. It sounds small, but it tells you, I'm here with you right now.
That made me want to talk more. I didn't feel like I was competing with messages and social media.
Naturally likable people often give you that kind of attention. Not perfect attention, but enough to make you comfortable.
They also ask questions, but not like an interview. They don't ask 20 questions in a row.
Yeah, nobody wants dinner to feel like a police interview. Where were you at 7? Who was with you?
Exactly. A normal question grows from the conversation. You moved from Texas. What was that like?
Then you listen to the answer and maybe share a little bit about yourself, too. It goes back and forth.
That back and forth is important. If one person talks for 15 minutes, the other person may get tired.
And if you never share anything, the conversation can also feel strange. People want to know you, too.
So it's not talk less or talk more. It's more like leave space for the other person.
I like that idea. Leave space. You don't need to fill every quiet second with words.
Silence can feel normal too, like when you're driving with a friend and nobody talks for a minute.
Yes, and you still feel comfortable. That can be a sign that the relationship is easy.
Another thing I see in likable people is that they don't try to win every conversation.
Oh, this one is big. Some people turn everything into a competition.
You say, I slept 4 hours, and they say, I slept 2. You say, my day was hard, and their day was harder.
Or you say you went to Florida, and suddenly they tell you about 5 countries they visited.
That can make you feel small. A likable person can let your story be your story.
They may say, wow, that sounds fun. What was your favorite part? They don't need to beat it.
And when something bad happens, they don't rush to compare pain either.
Right. Sometimes the best answer is, that sounds really hard. Do you want to talk about it?
Simple words, but they can mean a lot. You're not fixing the person, you're just staying with them.
I think that's why warm people are easy to like. They make life feel a little lighter.
Yes, and they don't make you feel stupid for small mistakes.
That's another big one. We all say weird things sometimes. We all forget names. We all drop stuff.
I once called a new neighbor by the wrong name 3 times. I wanted to disappear into the sidewalk.
How did she correct you?
Very gently. She said, "It's Megan, but don't worry. My sister calls me Morgan all the time."
See, that's a likable response. She could make you feel embarrassed, but she made the moment easy.
She gave me a way out. I remembered her name forever after that.
People remember how you handle their little mistakes. Kindness in awkward moments is powerful.
And humor helps too, but not humor that hurts someone.
Yes, laughing with people feels very different from laughing at people.
Some people try to be funny by making one person the joke. That can work for a minute, but it can also feel mean.
Especially if you don't know the person well. A joke about yourself is usually safer.
I do that a lot. My cooking gives me endless material.
I've seen your pancakes. You've earned that material.
Hey, they weren't pancakes. They were breakfast circles.
See, that kind of silly humor makes conversation feel relaxed.
Likeable people also know when not to joke. If someone is upset, they don't force funny energy.
They read the room. That phrase means they notice how people are feeling around them.
If everyone is quiet because something serious happened, that's not the time for a big joke.
And if everyone is relaxed at a backyard barbecue, you can be more playful.
American social life has so many little moments like that. Coffee shops, work lunches, school events, neighborhood parties.
Even the grocery store. I've had really friendly conversations in a grocery line.
Really? What are you talking about next to the cereal?
Usually the line is slow, someone says something, and then suddenly we're talking about weather or football.
That is very American. Weather, sports, and the price of groceries can start almost any conversation.
And naturally likable people are often easy in those small talks. They don't act like every conversation must be deep.
That's true. Small talk is not fake. It can be a small bridge between two people.
You start with busy day, and maybe 5 minutes later you find out you both love the same local diner.
Then the next time you see that person, it's easier to say hello. Little connections grow slowly.
And saying hello matters. Some people wait for others to greet them first every time.
A likable person often takes that small first step. Hey, how's it going? Nothing dramatic.
It makes you feel welcome. I had a coworker like that years ago. Every morning he greeted everyone.
Did he do it in a loud, super happy way?
No, and that was why it felt real. Sometimes it was just, "Morning, Rose. How was the drive?"
I like that. Warm, but not too much. You can be friendly without performing.
Performing is the word. If you're always trying to look impressive, people may feel some pressure around you.
Yes, it's hard to relax around someone who's always showing how smart, rich, busy, or successful they are.
You feel like you need to show something too. Then the whole conversation becomes a little tiring.
Likeable people can talk about their success, of course. They just do not use it to make other people feel smaller.
They can say, "I got the promotion," and still ask, "How is your project going?"
That balance feels healthy. You can be proud of yourself and still care about other people.
This also means you do not need to make yourself small to be liked.
I'm glad you said that. Some people think being likable means agreeing with everyone.
But that can feel fake. If you change your opinion every 5 minutes, people may not know the real you.
You can disagree and still be warm. You can say, "I see it differently, but I understand what you mean."
That sounds much better than, "No, you're wrong." The message can be the same, but the feeling is different.
Tone changes everything. Even simple words can sound kind or rude depending on how you say them.
I learned that at work. Email can be hard because people cannot hear your voice.
Oh, yes. "Can you send this?" can sound normal or angry in your head, depending on your mood.
So in person, your face and voice help people understand you. That makes warmth easier.
Another thing is giving real compliments. Not too many, just honest ones.
Like, "I like your jacket," or "You explained that really clearly."
Yes, and I think specific compliments feel more real. "You always make new people feel welcome." Means a lot.
Because it's about something the person does, not only how they look.
And if you don't mean it, don't say it. Fake compliments are easy to feel sometimes.
A forced, "Oh my gosh, I love everything about this," can be too much, especially when your face says the opposite.
Your face always tells the truth before you do.
Mine definitely does. I should never play poker.
Likable people are also generous with small things. They share information, help someone, or make room at a table.
They don't always think, what do I get from this?
Exactly. I saw this at a community event. A woman noticed a new family standing alone.
Let me guess. She went over and talked to them.
She did. She introduced herself, told them where the food was, and introduced them to two other families.
That is such a simple act, but for the new family, it probably changed the whole evening.
That's what I mean. Likable people often make other people feel included.
And inclusion is not complicated. Move your chair, ask one question, bring someone into the conversation.
If three people are talking and a fourth person is quiet, you can say, "What do you think, Maya?"
But only if Maya looks like she wants to join. Some people are quiet because they like being quiet.
True. Being kind also means respecting people's space.
This is important for beginners in English too. You don't need perfect English to be likable.
Oh, absolutely. You can make grammar mistakes and still be warm, funny, and easy to talk to.
In fact, when you're relaxed, people usually care less about small language mistakes.
If you say, "Yesterday I go to the store," people still understand you.
And a friendly person will listen to your meaning, not sit there counting your grammar mistakes.
That takes pressure off. Connection is bigger than perfect grammar.
I think many learners forget that. They're so focused on the sentence that they forget the person.
Yes, look at the person, smile a little, listen, and use simple questions. That already does a lot.
You can say, "How was your weekend? Do you live around here? What kind of music do you like?"
And then use the answer. If they say, "I went hiking," ask, "Oh, where did you go?"
That feels natural because the question comes from what they just told you.
Instead of jumping to a completely different question like, "What is your favorite color?"
Unless you're both buying paint, then it might make sense.
Fair point. Context matters.
I also think likable people don't interrupt all the time.
We all interrupt sometimes, especially when we get excited. That's normal.
Yes, but if you cut people off in every sentence, they may feel like you don't care what they're saying.
If I interrupt by mistake, I usually say, "Sorry, go ahead, you were saying?"
That's a great little phrase. It puts the conversation back in the other person's hands.
And you don't need a long apology. Just notice it and let them continue.
Small social skills are often like that. They're not big rules, they're little moments.
Another little moment is when someone tells you their name and you forget it.
That happens to me more than I want to admit.
Me too. I think it's better to ask again than to avoid the person for 6 months.
Definitely. You can say, "I'm sorry, tell me your name one more time."
Most people understand. They forget names too.
And if someone forgets your name, don't make them feel terrible.
You can just say, "It's Rose," with a smile and keep going.
That makes you easier to be around because people don't feel scared of making a mistake near you.
I think that's one of the biggest ideas today. Likable people often make other people feel safe.
Safe to talk, safe to be imperfect, safe to be quiet, and safe to be themselves.
Not physically safe only, emotionally comfortable.
Right. You don't feel like every word will be judged.
Have you ever talked to someone and started checking every sentence in your head?
Yes, and it's exhausting. You leave the conversation feeling tired.
Then with another person, you talk for an hour and it feels easy.
That person may not be more interesting, they may just be less judgmental.
And less judgmental doesn't mean you agree with every choice.
You can think, "I wouldn't do that," without making the person feel like a terrible human being.
Sometimes people just need someone to listen, not a courtroom.
Rose, you're bringing the police interview back again.
I know. Maybe I've watched too many crime shows.
But your point is right. If every conversation becomes a lesson, people may stop sharing things with you.
There's a time for advice, and there's a time to just say, "I hear you."
You can even ask, "Do you want advice or do you just want me to listen?"
That's such a useful sentence. It saves so many misunderstandings.
My sister does that with me now. Sometimes I want ideas and sometimes I just want to complain for 5 minutes.
We all need those 5 minutes sometimes.
Naturally likable people also don't gossip too much.
That one can be difficult because gossip can make people feel close for a short time.
But then you start wondering, if they talk about everyone else, what are they saying about me?
Exactly. Trust can disappear very quickly.
You don't have to be perfect. Everyone talks about other people sometimes.
But if every conversation is about someone else's mistakes, it becomes heavy.
A warmer person changes the topic or says, "Maybe we don't know the full story."
That sentence is gentle. It doesn't attack anyone, but it slows the gossip down.
And people often respect that, even if they don't say it.
Respect is connected to being likable. Not the same thing, but connected.
Yes, someone can be funny and charming, but if you can't trust them, the feeling changes.
So long-term likability needs character, too.
Keeping your word is a big part of that. If you say you'll call, call.
Or if you can't, send a quick message. I'm sorry, I'm running late.
I appreciate that so much. Waiting with no message is frustrating.
Reliable people make life easier, and people like being around people who make life easier.
Not because they solve everything, but because you know what to expect from them.
They're also honest about what they can do. They don't say yes to everything.
That's where people-pleasing can become a problem.
We should talk about that because being likable is not the same as trying to make everyone happy.
You can be kind and still say no. I can't come tonight, but thank you for inviting me.
That's respectful. You don't need a 5-minute excuse.
And you don't need to say yes, then cancel at the last second because you never wanted to go.
I used to do that sometimes. I thought saying no would make people upset.
So what changed for you?
I learned that clear is kinder. If I know I cannot do something, I try to say it early.
That also builds trust. People know your yes really means yes.
So being likable is not about losing your boundaries.
Not at all. In fact, healthy boundaries can make relationships more comfortable.
Because nobody is secretly angry all the time.
Yes, saying yes while your heart is screaming no is not a great plan.
Another quality I notice is curiosity. Likable people are often curious about life and people.
They ask because they really want to know, not because a communication book told them to ask.
You can feel that. Their eyes stay with you, their next question makes sense.
And they do not use your answer to quickly return to themselves.
For example, if I say, my mom is visiting next week, you might ask, how long is she staying?
Instead of saying, my mom visited for 3 weeks last year, and then talking about my mom for 10 minutes.
Exactly. You can share your story later. First, let the person finish theirs.
That makes people feel interesting.
I think that is a secret. If you want people to like talking with you, help them feel interesting too.
You do not need to be the most interesting person in the room.
Sometimes being interested is more powerful than being interesting.
That sounds like a line people should remember.
I'll pretend I planned it.
Please do. It sounded very wise.
But we also need to be careful. You should not ask personal questions too early.
Yes, how much money do you make is probably not a great first question at a barbecue.
Or, why aren't you married? Please do not do that to someone you just met.
Simple and open questions are better. Work, hobbies, food, travel, local places, weekend plans.
And watch the person's reaction. If they give a short answer and change the topic, follow them.
That's another part of reading the room.
Likable people notice signals. They don't force a topic because they want to talk about it.
They also notice when someone wants to leave.
Oh, yes. Do not keep a person trapped at the door for 20 minutes.
My neighbor does that. He says goodbye, then starts 3 new stories.
We all know someone like that.
He's a sweet guy, but his goodbyes need an ending.
In American English, people often say, I'll let you get going. That's a friendly way to end a conversation.
Or, it was great talking with you. Have a good night.
Simple language can still sound warm.
And for English learners, that's helpful. You don't need fancy words to connect with people.
Let's talk about body language a little, not in a complicated way.
Okay, start with the easy one. Don't stand 10 feet away like you're scared of me.
And don't stand 2 inches from my face either.
There's a normal, comfortable distance. It changes a little by person and culture.
Eye contact matters too, but again, not staring.
Please blink, people. We want friendly eye contact, not a movie villain.
Look at the person when they speak, then look away naturally sometimes.
Your shoulders and arms can matter too. A relaxed posture feels more open.
But we shouldn't turn this into a body language exam.
Right. If you're nervous, that's okay. You don't need to control every hand movement.
The goal is comfort, not perfection.
That sentence works for this whole topic.
Likable people can also show nervousness. Sometimes that makes them more human.
Yes, saying, I'm a little nervous, I don't know many people here, can actually help.
The other person may say, me too, and now you have a connection.
You don't always need to hide every uncomfortable feeling.
Trying to look perfect can create distance.
Being a little real can create warmth.
I remember my first day at a new job. I was trying so hard to look confident.
Were you actually confident?
Not even close. I walked into the wrong meeting room.
That's a rough start.
A woman there smiled and said, "You're looking for the training room, right?" I did the same thing my first week.
She made it easy for you.
Yes, she didn't act superior. She made me feel normal.
That's a very likable quality, helping someone save face.
Save face means helping someone avoid feeling embarrassed.
You can correct them softly, not like you're announcing their mistake to the whole room.
If someone says the wrong word in English, you don't need to stop the whole conversation.
You can repeat the correct form naturally in your answer.
For example, if someone says, I goed there yesterday, you can say, oh, you went there yesterday? How was it?
They hear the correct form without feeling like a student in front of everyone.
So when we put this together, small things slowly shape how people feel around you.
And that feeling is what they often remember.
They may forget your exact words,
But they remember, I felt comfortable with Rose.
or Jack made me feel included.
That's stronger than trying to impress everyone.
Before we finish, let's make a small list without making it sound like homework.
Okay, I'm listening to you.
First, listen to understand, not only to answer.
Second, ask simple questions that come from the conversation.
Third, remember names and small details when you can.
Fourth, make room for people, especially someone who feels new or quiet.
Fifth, use humor kindly. Laugh with people, not at them.
Sixth, give real compliments and real thanks.
Seventh, respect boundaries, including your own.
Eighth, don't try to win every story or every disagreement.
Ninth, be reliable. If you say you will do something, try to do it.
And 10th, let yourself be human. You don't need to be perfect to be likable.
I think that last one may be my favorite.
Mine too. People usually connect more with real humans than perfect performances.
And if you're learning English, please remember this. Your grammar does not have to be perfect for people to enjoy talking with you.
Use simple English. Smile when it feels natural. Listen. Ask one question. That's enough to begin.
You can say, how was your day? And really listen to the answer.
You can say, tell me more about that when you're interested.
You can say, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Can you say that again?
That's normal conversation, not failure.
Confidence grows when you keep using the language with real people.
And likableness grows the same way. Small practice, real moments, little by little.
You don't wake up one morning as a completely different person.
And please don't try. Your friends may call us and complain.
English Open Talk did to my friend.
We'll deny everything.
No, we'll tell them we only suggested better listening.
That sounds safer too.
So, lovely people, maybe try one small thing today. Not 10 things, just one.
Maybe put your phone down during one conversation.
Or ask someone a real follow-up question.
Maybe remember one detail and ask about it later.
Or simply greet someone first.
Tiny action, real connection.
And don't do it because you want everyone to like you.
Do it because you want to become easier, warmer, and more present with people.
That is a much better goal.
And strangely, people may like you more when you stop trying so hard to make them like you.
That's funny, but I think it's true.
Me too. Relax a little. Be curious, be kind, keep your real personality.
And if someone doesn't connect with you, that's okay. You don't need to chase every person.
Save your energy for relationships that feel healthy and mutual.
Mutual means both people give something to the relationship.
You listen to them and they listen to you. You care about them and they care about you.
That is a much stronger kind of connection than just being popular.
Popularity is numbers, connection is feeling.
I like that, Jack. You got one wise line today, too.
I was waiting for my moment. Haha.
You found it, and I think this is a perfect place to end.
I agree. This was a simple topic, but there's a lot inside it.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us on English Open Talk.
We hope this conversation gave you useful English and a few ideas you can use in real life.
Keep your English simple, keep practicing, and don't be afraid of small mistakes.
Real conversations are messy. That's normal. You learn by speaking, listening, and trying again.
And remember, being likable is not about becoming fake or changing your whole personality.
It's about helping people feel comfortable while still being yourself.
Take care of yourself, be kind to someone today, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day, and thanks for listening to English Open Talk.